Hello guys, Patch here from LRT. This is just going to be a start of a little mini series that I'm going to come up with. Just basically go through each one of our instructors' kit. So start with myself. I'm going to run through my hunting kit, what I carry on my body, and then we'll go into the rifle and things like that and follow on shorts. So yeah, stay tuned, see what I carry on the hunt. Cool. Right, so first thing, elephant in the room, I should probably talk about the harness that I'm using. So I'm using the WULF harness from Optics Warehouse. We were quite fortunate enough, Sean at Optics Warehouse gave us some of these sort of test and try out. This is version 1. And what I will say is I'm really impressed by it. In my career, I use chest rigs all the time. I was a chest rig guy rather than a battle boat guy. So I like things on my chest and tight to the chest as well, so you can sort of move, climb over things and things like that. And this does it all really for me. At this moment in time, there's a few things I'll change, which I'll go into as we sort of unpack it and open it. But yeah, it's the WULF harness, version 1, and it's pretty fantastic. It does come with a sort of kangaroo pouch, a little dangler here. I took that off just because I was filling it with too many snacks, and I didn't need it. It was just dangling around, so it just holds my knife currently there. So that's the harness. So inside then, what optics do I use? At current, I use the SIG kilos. I think these are the 3K, I want to say, range-finding binos. I really like them. It depends what sort of hunt I'm doing. If we're going to coal, so it's like say if me and Max are going up to Scotland to help on the coal, I'll switch it out for thermals, and I will fit the Habroks in here. Good thing about this harness, all the insides come out. Little space savers, spacers, whatever you want to call them. So then I can fit a set of Habrok 60s in here, and that's what I do when I'm culling, just for that sort of that ease of thermal and spotting things. Just makes life a lot easier, I find. But traditionally, if I'm just going out, if me and Max just going out down here, or I'm going out with a friend, I'll tend to take these because I do like sort of a bit more of a challenge. I think you're very overmatched when you're stalking. Obviously, you've got £3,000 rifle, whatever you got on the deer, just got 4 feet and it's heartbeat. So I do like a bit of a challenge just using regular glass over thermal. In the front pouch of this then, it's got a nice zip front pouch. I mean, if you're Max, you've got snacks in there, but I just keep my arm card in here, and I've got a couple of I usually have data sheets in here. So pre-hunt, I'll sit down, I'll write out an actual hard dope data card. I'm very big on hard dope. I know I carry a Kestrel as well, but I will always use hard dope first. If then something goes wrong, I'll switch out. But that's got my arm card in. I've got a Chinagraph pen. The reason I've got that, I used to just carry the Sharpie. Mammoth Snipe Challenge done me dirty, absolutely pissing down in rain. This Sharpie did nothing. Max saved my bacon and gave me this Chinagraph, so now it comes everywhere with me. So that's just in that little pouch as well. And then that's all I carry in there. Don't need to overload that pouch at all. Good little thing though on here is the sort of the molly on the front. So if you were restricted for space, for instance, you could add another small pouch, maybe like a mag pouch, or if you are running sort of 2 or 3 mags. I only run 1 mag on the gun when I'm out stalking, but if you did want to run more, you can put them there. On the side then, it's where I store my Kestrel, 5700. They have got this little, it's like a little pull cord, not pull cord, it's like a little tab basically, and it's for carrying a thermal monocular. So with this WULF pack comes a little metal device which you slip in here, and that just lets you slip on and slip off the, it's designed for the hick links essentially, and you just drop your thermal onto there, so you can run sort of glass and thermal. I don't use that. Like I said, I put my Kestrel, it's tethered, so if I'm crawling around I can't lose it. Good drills obviously, but I just leave my Kestrel in there like so. Then on the right hand side of the harness then, in here it's a fairly substantial pouch, to be honest. I do actually keep snacks in this side of the pouch when we're out on the hill for a long day. But in there, I just tend to have spare batteries for the SIG kilos, because when it's cold they can drain, and for my Kestrel. Keep bore snake just in case, pull through just before we step off, and then I carry it around with me. And then I've got the Fix-It kit, or the Fix-It stick torque head, not the torque head, just the ratchet head. And on here, the attachments I've got are all the ones for my optic and my rifle, which you see behind me. Always handy to have. I know a lot of people don't actually carry one of these around. Even if you just had Allen keys, you didn't have a fix-it stick, always carry it around, because if something goes wrong in the field or something comes loose, at least you can tighten it up and still stay within, or still stay on that hunt rather than ending that hunt early. So another thing that I carry sort of in my maintenance pouch, I've got a sort of rag. It's just a little night force chamois, and that will sort of, if in adverse conditions, I can give my glass a clean before I move into sort of that final fire position, or throughout the day when I'm glassing, things like that. Very, very good thing to have on you. On the bottom of the pouch, like I said earlier, it does come with a sort of dangler. I don't use it. Max uses it on his. I just store a spare knife. I just carry a little Spyderco flip knife with me. That is just, everyone needs a knife on them. You'll see I've got two. But that goes in the bottom there, just nice and stowed away, tucked away. And if I need it, I know it's there. And then a recent addition I've actually added. So this was my Gralican knife. As you can see, it is very small with the reds in that. It wasn't difficult. I've got a habit of cutting myself. I chop my thumb off, and it's a running joke within the trainers. So I always use a small knife, but I've now upgraded. When we're in America, luckily, I managed to find one of these SOG knives, which is perfect for what I need it for. Slightly bigger, rubberized handle, and sort of good to go with Gralican. So yeah, I've got a main knife and a spare knife. Not too much weight, I don't mind carrying it around. And I've just got that, I've got the knife sheath. So at the back of the harness, as you can see here, is like a little Velcro pouch. Before I did just used to run my phone in there, in sort of like a little waterproof sleeve. But now I've actually sort of fixed this knife sheath in place, and that's where the Gralican knife will sit now. Nice and close against my chest. I know when I'm crawling around, it's not going to fall out anywhere. And it's pretty fixed in there. You might notice that I don't actually, while I'm hunting, I don't carry any extra ammo really needed on me. I'll have 5 in my mag, I'll have 1 in the chamber, good to go, so I'll have 6 rounds on the gun, and then I'll have a sort of a leather-bound bullet binder in my day sack. I like to keep my chest and my hips completely clear of sort of mags and ammo, like stuff like that, especially when I'm crawling around. So yeah, I just have a little bullet binder that I keep in the top slip of my day sack with sort of extra rounds if I need them, should I need more than 6 rounds. A feature that I do like about this, I really like about this Bino's harness is the guys have given it a waterproof cover. So this came in real handy. I actually use this harness, well, I use it all the time, stalking, but I use it at a competition, I use it at Mammoth, and this was a sort of a lifesaver really because the weather came in. It's good. The only thing I will say on it is I'd like it to fold out from the bottom, because if I needed to get my binos out now, I then have to take the whole thing off and then it would just get wet, whereas if I could do it from the top, I could just pull top down and it explodes really easily, and the rest of the harness will then stay dry. And then the actual harness strap itself is sort of more of a H rather than a cross. I prefer a H, it sort of distributes the weight better and it stops having a small cross point on your back, which is sort of a poignant point where it can rub, where harnesses can rub. I've had chest rigs in the past where they cross over, and at that X I have had rub, but with this, even on long days and sort of long movements, I've not had any sort of rub. Very breathable material as well. Another little chain or little upgrade I've done is I've just put a little carabiner on here, which clips this top flap down. The reason for this is the version 1. Version 1, the flap doesn't actually come past the edge, so it just sits on top. And if I've been running sort of downhill to get after something, or if I've been crawling forward, there has been times where if I'm leaning forward, this has come down. Or if a prime example was we jumped a stream in Scotland, had the Habbrocks on me during the cull, jumped it, and as I landed, the Habbrocks actually fell out of the Bino's harness in here. That's why I clip this down, just so then I know that that's not going anywhere until I need to use it. But don't be afraid, volume 2, or version 2, sorry, the top latch or the top cover does come right behind, and there is a sort of, I think it's elastic that holds it in place. So much like your Ebony stocks and stuff like that, they've gone for that design on version 2. So I'm really looking forward to using that. One thing I do sort of carry on my kit, but not on my chest, is a bottle of oil. So I've got a little bottle of CLP. It's not with my direct maintenance stuff. I don't really feel the need to carry around with it, so that's just in the top zip of my day sack along with my sort of spare rounds. Yeah. So that is pretty much what I carry with me on the hunt. I'll carry a little day sack as well. I'll have sort of water and some scran in there throughout the day. But on my sort of immediate person, this is what I carry. You don't need to carry much. I know guys carry crazy amounts. Some guys carry even less than this. But this works for me. Please do let me know in the comments what you guys carry, what you guys don't carry. If you'd recommend me trying anything. Always one for learning. Like knowledge shared is sort of a powerful thing. So please let me know down in the comments what you guys carry that I don't, and I look forward to hearing from you. That is my sort of hunting setup completely finished. I hope you enjoyed and like watching what I sort of carry when I'm out and about. If you'd like more of this, please stay tuned for more. There's a rifle build coming on after this, and please do check out our website, check out our Instagram for future courses later on this year. Cheers, guys.